Okay, everybody, when we part two. Yeah, so after I got baptized, like I said, I told my grandmother. My grandmother did call my mom. I was like, she's went and got baptized, and you don't know what church it was, and you know, just saying all these types of things. And me in my mind, and in my heart and stuff, I had a lot of confusion about it because they made it seem as if it was the worst thing I could do was to go and get baptized. I mean, I was always seemingly like under some type of punishment, or as if I had done something wrong and I did not deserve to have this, or I did not deserve to have that. And here I am, 12 years old. I am literally stuck between a rock and a hard place because I have been treated as if I had went out and robbed somebody, stole from somebody. I had been treated like I had done the worst of the worst that could ever be done, which even if you do that, it doesn't mean that you're the worst, and I'm not trying to make and cover up anything and make anybody feel okay about doing wrong. But the point is, you would think that that would be something where somebody would say, it's good that you want to take faith seriously, because it was very serious to me. Even though nobody ever wants to think that kids could have faith so big, could take it seriously, but I really did. And I didn't have a church home. I had no way to get to church unless someone took me to church. At 12 years old, I know in this day and age, we understand what a 12 years old is, because we're becoming more aware that a 12-year old, they're a child. And yes, we need to respect that their feelings and all of that. We really need to take stock of what they're going through, because they have not been going through as long. They are they don't understand everything that's going on. And when they do understand and they have a great understanding of what's going on, a lot of times someone is coming around saying, oh, that's not true. When yes, it is true, because they're looking at the basics of it. This is wrong. This is right. Blankety blank. And the people that have been here before them have it wrong. Okay. Truth be told, children have it right. 9 times out of 10, it's the people that have come before them that have got used to a negative system, that's got used to things going a certain way, that think that it's right. So even during that time, no one wanted to take me to church so that I could have that regular understanding to get to know. But one thing I knew is, I knew that getting to know God would be better than what my current situation was and how I was being treated, how I lived. And I had only a few things to be grateful for. I wasn't a perfect kid. I'll never say that I was. But the whole point of it, I was a child learning and still learning. But the one thing that I knew at 12 is that I needed God. I needed God. I needed a higher power. I needed something that was unseen, that could unseen by the naked eye. And that was my portion. I didn't get the portion of worldly things. And I get a little bit emotional because, but I'm not going to let the tear fall. I let it just sit in my eye and lubricate. But I always knew from that point on that my portion, probably for a long time, would not be worldly things. I knew it from that point. And I was always ostracized in some type of way, even before that. But I knew that my portion wouldn't be worldly things. And I knew then that people would never accept me because of that. And that what I had gone through well before that, was because of what was on the inside of me, not on the outside. And that was a confirmation to me even then. It said, you did the right thing with what you had, with what understanding that you had, you did the right thing. And the next few things that I got told me that I was on the right track. My biological father brought me a Bible around that time, a purple Bible, which I kept for many years, until it just disintegrated. But the whole point is, I literally was told, you're too sensitive, and that I have gotten things wrong, and the way that I was looking at things was wrong. When everybody else had a church home, they go to church every week. Every time the doorbell ring, they're in church. But the same people that was in the church every time the doorbell rang was some of the meanest, cruelest people I have ever met in my life. That's the truth. People would always say, not everybody in the church is good, this, that, and the third. But I know it firsthand. There are so many evil people in the church, but there are also some people that are there because they want to be, because they actually want to help people. And that's where it becomes in. You have to discern who's around you. You have to. People always say, oh, God protects babies and fools. He does. The universe does. And the reason that they do is because those babies, they become adults. And at the time that they're young, they don't know enough to know which way to go. And then they want to say, babe, fools. Those are people that just love and have purity of heart, and they don't want to hurt and harm anybody. They actually truly don't want to hurt and harm anyone. So people walk around calling someone pure of heart a fool because they don't wish to take advantage of anyone. Even if they get the opportunity, they don't want to take advantage of anyone, and they don't take advantage of people. But my reason for talking about it is because if people decide to go with their faith and to go with their spirituality, they're going to see. Discerning of spirits meaning to see beyond what's shown to you. And people always shake and buck about this, that, and the third. Oh, you can't call yourself this. I don't call myself anything. But what I do say is, I have been able to see all of the things that people have tried to hide. I still have seen it. And the more I seen it, the more I was treated different. The more I was treated and ostracized. The more. I can tell you why the people closest to me, which would be my parents, and if I had siblings, which I did not grow up having actual siblings that lived, that I knew on a level where I could say these are, we're close. If those people put you to the side, what else do you have? You have a higher power. You have the creator. You have your spirituality because you don't have anything else. You don't have anybody else that is not going to take advantage of you if they get the opportunity. And that's the sad part. That's how I label people. If you get the opportunity to take advantage of someone and you take it, that's a difference. That's a difference. It's two kind of people in the world: those that will take advantage and those that would not take advantage of a person.